The Middle East. Now people come from all points of the compass to Sarajevo for the Winter Olympics. ABC Sports presents the 14th Winter Olympic Games. The ski racers of the Winter Olympics have finally conquered the blizzard of '84. Tonight you'll see the first alpine race of these games, the women's giant slalom. Among the pre-race favorites was Kristen Cooper. You see her here, coming back this year from a broken leg. There were others, however, Erika Hess of Switzerland and Kristen's teammate Tamara McKinney among them. And the most heavily favored athlete in Sarajevo, Scott Hamilton of Ohio, began his bid for a gold medal in men's figure skating. Phase one consisted of the compulsory figures. There will be much more, of course, as we move into the final week of the games. We have a good one for you tonight. Good evening, I'm Jim McKay, reporting again from Sarajevo. Well, it may be that we finally are through with the blizzard of '84. As you can see behind me, there isn't a snowflake falling on the old mosque downtown. Well, if it's really over, this is going to be a fascinating week here in Sarajevo. Every evening from now through the end of the games, you're going to be seeing either alpine ski racing or figure skating, and sometimes both. These, of course, are the glamour sports of the games, and this time there are American favorites in both of them. It was still snowing at Yaharina this morning now, but it was lighter snow and the wind was within more reasonable limits, so the women's giant slalom took place. Originally, that was to be run over a two-day period, but because of the series of postponements of the men's and women's downhill, the schedule was tightened and both runs of the giant slalom took place today, so you'll see the gold medal performance there. Now, if you're not a skiing aficionado, I should explain the giant slalom lies somewhere in between the flat-out speed of the downhill and the pure technique of the slalom. It's more technical than the downhill, faster, much faster than the slalom. Among the pre-race favorites today were Erika Hess, a 21-year-old Swiss girl who leads this year's World Cup competition, having won 2 GSs and 2 slaloms thus far in the season. Kristen Cooper, a 20-year-old from the United States who has come back well this season from last year's broken leg. And Tamara McKinney, the Kentucky horsewoman, well, she was last year's World Cup champion, but hasn't really been skiing up to par so far this winter. We'll also have our first look at Scott Hamilton. Scotty Hamilton, the 3-time world champion of figure skating, who's expected to crown his career here. You'll see him in today's school figures competition. We also have cross-country, speed skating, and our usual features from our reporters around town.
Tonight's coverage of the 14th Winter Olympic Games is brought to you by the American Express card. Don't leave home.